possibly could have in this industry. I didn't have to work no more. I mean, I literally was getting residual income, 6 figures. It'll probably come in, it would come in forever. So I actually got involved with Wake Up Now 4 years ago. Not as a distributor, but as a consultant. I met 2 guys, which I haven't seen either one of them floating around
He's
here.
in there.
Richard's in there?
Oh, no.
No, not John. So John, he came in a little bit later.
Richard left.
So Richard Smith and Troy Muhlstein sat down with these guys, and they said that they had this idea to get the nation out of debt. And it sounded like the dumbest thing I ever heard, to be honest with you, back then, because it just seemed impossible, you know, and they were really passionate about it, you know, and really excited about it. So long story short, I liked them, and I have a consulting firm, so I started consulting for the company, but I was not doing the business. But I was kind of seeing their concept, like how it could actually work, right? And the first 2 years were really rough for the company. And then 2 years ago, they brought in Kirby Cochran, their team. They also brought in a lot more money. Like all these different things happened. And all of a sudden, this idea that these guys had all started kind of becoming a reality. And it took about another year of them putting it all together. So go back now to 1 year ago, January. So last January, the company was very small, but it was kind of like the first month the company really started to grow. And it grew about 43% in January. I was like, dang, that's awesome. Of course, when you only have maybe 500 people in the company, it's not that big of a growth. But percentage-wise, it was really big. And then in February, it does like the same thing, you know. And then March, it does like the same thing. And we're looking at this and saying, well, if this trend continues, essentially the company's doubling every month. And how this company grew and what it's doing literally is going to go down in history of network marketing. I promise you. It's amazing how this is all happening. So then April, it kind of does the same thing. And we're looking at this and we make a decision saying, you know what, if we don't get involved with this business, we're going to miss it. Now, in order for me to become part of this business, I would actually have to walk away from my other company. So give up. So for y'all to be part of the business, it would cost y'all $100. For me, it was going to cost me millions to join it. For my ticket in the Wake Up Now was literally millions of dollars is what it cost me to join this business. So you think I was confident or not to do this? So in May 31st, called the owner of my old company. I talked to some of my main leaders. You know, Leroy's one of them. And we make a decision we're going to leave. Company did the same thing over here. June 1st, we hit the ground running. And what's happened with Wake Up Now has been nothing less than spectacular. So in June, company grew over 70%. In July, grew over 80%. In August, grew over 130%. And basically, it was growing about 100% every 3-4 weeks. And it's one of the fastest, if not the fastest moving network marketing company in the world right now. My group, my team, we were able to create thousands of people join the business. I'm now at Emerald in the business. I love how y'all got the big income disclosure over here. So at Emerald, we average about $34,700 a month, which is pretty good. And it's growing, you know. More importantly, we have so many people that are making money, that are having success, that have a residual income. And one I'm going to pick on because literally I've never been able to call him up to speak. So, Chris, come up here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was talking.
I love this guy. So, he's someone that, to me, Wake Up Now is like how this company works and how you can be successful with it. You see, in a traditional network marketing company, you can make money, but to make like $600 a month, you know, that type of money, $2,500 a month, is hard. I mean, I'm telling y'all, it's really, really hard. You have to have probably like 100 to 150, 200 people just to make a $600 a month residual income. Now, you've done networking for a while.
Yeah, 15 years.
15 years? So, well, just tell a little bit about what your income's been like at Wake Up Now. Have you made that kind of consistent money before and everything? And what?
So I've had my up and downs with network marketing, and I've been in traditional old companies, and well, I've been through a lot of them, but I've had the most success here, and consistently getting this check every month, and since the day I started, which was 5 months ago, and it's just been awesome. You know, I've never done that in the 15 years. matter of fact, I have a person in Florida that's getting a $600 check. And he actually called me almost crying because he couldn't believe it. So he's been working at this for so long, and finally he's consistently getting a check. And it's just amazing. I've got quite a few on my team. And I've got things in place. That's gonna.
How's the business growing? I mean, once people, you know, I'm sitting now telling you, this business is blowing up right now.
Yeah, I cannot believe it. I got a team in Texas that's just going nuts. I mean, I've got a leg that's just blown up, and I've got other things in place, and it's just exciting. It's not stopping, that's for sure. And so the momentum's there, and I can't wait. I can't wait to get up here and you know, be in F5 or in F6, and you know, it's gonna be awesome. But
It's perfect. So.
And by the way, I must have been sitting on the wrong row over there because everybody got up on the row I was sitting. I'm not sitting next to Kevin again.
No, don't sit next to Kevin. It's bad luck. So, appreciate it. That's good. I wish he was here. His sponsor into the business is one of my good friends, Jeremy Jenkins. Jeremy in our last business was making like $100 a month, probably. And this dude works hard. He's like 11 years in network marketing. And I'm telling you all these stories just to say because it's unfortunate. Because back in the day, people would be like, man, if Bryan could do it, anybody could do it. You know, like I was the poster child for this, anyone can succeed in network marketing. Now, people look at me and they're saying, well, of course he can do it. He's had so much success and everything like that. So I like to bring other people up to see, look, it's not just me who's a professional networker that succeeds, but Jeremy Jenkins is an amazing story. Like he says, his wife just would let him do network marketing because he didn't play video games or something. And he's like, well, as long as it doesn't take up any time from anything, you can go ahead and do your network marketing. So for 10 years, he's been plugging at network marketing. And he came over with us with Wake Up Now. He's been working with me for a while. He's probably going to hit Founder 7 this month. He's hit Founder 5, which is about, what is that? $4,800, almost $5,000 a month, almost every single month. It looks like he's going to skip and go to Founder 7 with all your bonuses and everything you get is about $15,000 a month. And he's working it part-time while he has a full-time job and a family. So he's awesome. You know, and he's not, if you meet Jeremy, he's like a computer dude. He is. He's not like some person who goes out and meets and everything like that, right? I mean, he's like a computer guy, right? So it's something that anyone can do. It's not just, you know, people with those outgoing personalities. I'm really going to kind of wrap up, and I like to bring people up. And I just asked Leroy if Paul was coming up here or not. So, no? You're not? You want me to finish it off? Okay. So anyway, just to kind of wrap up, life is a series of choices. This is something that I've learned. You know, you meet people all across when you're doing this neural marketing thing, and you realize there's no one thing of why someone could succeed or fail at this. If you look at all the top networkers out there, it's not like, well, this guy they're all a person like this, and that's why they're succeeding. It's not like that, I'm telling you. Everybody's different walks of life. It's simply decisions and choices that want to make. Back whenever my mentor, that night, there was 11 of us in the room. 11 of us. I was the only one. He didn't just pick me out to make the offer to work with him for the next 5 years. He made that offer to everybody. I was the only one that took him up on it. Why? What was the difference? The difference simply is I made a decision to go out and do it. We all got the same comp plan. We all have the same opportunity here with Wake Up Now, but some people are going to take it and some people aren't. It's as simple as that. And you're going to see some people that are making it and other people that aren't. It has nothing to do with anything except for a desire. We are where we are based on the sum total of all the decisions we made up to the point in our lives up until now. So wherever we are right now, our decisions have led us there. Now that's a hard thing to hear. When I heard it, I was like, no, it was my parents and this and this. You know, everybody wants to have an excuse as to why it wasn't their fault as to where they are. But the reality is, lots of people, everybody has something messed up that happened in their life. And yet, some people succeed and some people fail. Some people overcome or not. It's simply decisions to get there. And that's what, to me, this is with Wake Up Now. It's a decision. We're one team that's growing right now. We're building it together as a team. We're all basically new into the company. The company really is just starting to get going. It just got put into the DSA. It's one of the fastest growing companies. It's now a multi-million-dollar a month business, but it's really wide open. If you want to do this and run with us, you see there's all kinds of support. You'll have people helping you from different teams, not just here, helping you build business across the world, if that's what you want to do, but it's a decision to make or not to go out and do it. If you don't do it, it's not going to affect the company. And that includes myself. The company doesn't need us. It doesn't need Bryan. It doesn't. I mean, it was growing fine without. I'm glad that I'm part of it, and just like we're glad if you become part of the team, but the company doesn't need you because there's plenty of people that are going to join. It's simply, do you want to take advantage of what they have or not? And I know if you're new, and I don't know who's new or who's not, but I always try to think back to like the first time I seen network marketing. I remember sitting in the back of the room thinking, is this even real? Like, is this like a, I mean, it's like, what, is this fake? Like, it just seemed like, could this whole thing be real, And this is very real, The opportunity is real. If you take advantage of it, I hope you all do. Talk to the person that brought you here. With that, turn it back over to you, Leroy.